I tried to save a little bit of time with this video, and I just filled in our table, sat here on the calculator. Well, no, I didn't, but you would sit here on a calculator, you'd plug in, okay, well, cos of 0 is 1, cos of 30 is that, cos of 60 is that. Weird. They're like the same numbers as what we were dealing with before. It's just in a different order. Here we start at 1, the other one we started at 0, and then we're going down to 0, and then we go all the way down to -1, and then we go back up to 0 and back up to 1. Okay, so a little mnemonic, it's not a mnemonic, it's just something to memorize these by. When you're graphing sine, you start in the middle. You go high, then you go back to the middle, then you go low, and then you end in the middle. We're going to watch with cos that we do something, we start high, we go to the middle, we go low, go back to the middle, and then end high. So this is how I remember the differences: high, middle, low, middle, high. And if we were teaching this, I would be repeating that over and over and over and over again every time I had to graph a sine or cosine function. So for cos, all right, I'm going to put my range lines in. Again, we're only going up to like +1, -1. I'm going to put my amp line in because my amp line is important. My amp line represents the middle when we're talking about my middle up here. And when we start transforming these, the middle is the amp line. That's why the amp line's really, or the equation of the axis, that's why it's really important to know where that is. All right, again, we're not seeing repetition of stuff until a full 360 degrees. Our +1 came back way over here. So we had to, yes, there's a positive a half here and a positive and a half here, but they're not following the same trend. The trend is 1, 0.866, 0.5. And here you'd have to have a 1, a 0.866, a 0.5. That's how you know it's being repeated. So our period for this is 360 degrees, just like the other one. Cosine and sine both have a period of 360 degrees. Easy peasy, thank you very much. They both have a domain of x such that x is the set of the real. They both have a range that is y such that got excited. -1 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to 1, where y is the set of the real. And they both have an amplitude at the very beginning of 1. It goes up to 1, it goes down to 1 from the amp line. So let's break up our quadrants. No. Well, yes. Let's break up our axis into the 4 quadrants because this is a base graph. So 0 is here. This is 1, 2, 3, 90. 1, 2, 3, 180. 1, 2, 3, 270. 1, 2, 3, 360. This is 0. And then I look at middle. No. High. High. Middle. Low. Middle. High. As long as you know where these points are, the little mnemonic, high, middle, high, or middle, high, middle, low, middle, oh, Megan, are going to work for all of the sine and cosine. Okay, I'm not going to talk. Oh, that took all of the energy I had. Okay, let's break up the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. -90. -1. Oh, I only put the -180 on the other side. Whoopsies. -270. And then let's repeat our pattern. Blurp, blurp, blurp. Ooh. It's not supposed to be like this. um, like these, it's supposed to look like that. So um, I suck because I'm using a slate, but it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a little bit smoother. So don't zigzag these. My bad. Okay, there's our cosine graph. High, middle, low, middle, high. Sine law graph or sine graph. Middle, high, middle, low, middle. Love it. Just wait until we start transforming these. Yeah.